It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are tuning in from. My name is Alex Babiolakis, and I'm speaking to you this morning from Palm Beach, Florida. And, I'm excited to be here because there's a lot of different things that I wanted to go over with each and every one of you, and to share just something that I've identified that's helped me, that's helped other people be successful. And the topic for today is understanding the difference between leadership and mentorship. Now, you're always hearing these different things that seek mentorship, seek different guidance from people that are doing it at a very high level, and I want to identify the difference between both of them, and have a good conversation with each and every one of you, because I think some people they mix the two up. They're not sure exactly what both of them really are, and they don't know how to identify the difference between both of them. And the goal here is to make sure people understand exactly what the difference is, and then also how to implement them, and then also how to seek leadership as well as mentorship. So they're both different forms of leading, right? We can agree on that they're both different ways that we can lead other people and influence other people, to extract the best side of them. So let's break down exactly what the differences are. So the difference really between leadership and mentorship is something or someone. When you seek mentorship, you're seeking someone that has already obtained the results in that niche field, that has been doing it at a very high level. So you're looking to do exactly what it is that they're doing, so that you can obtain the same results in that specific industry or that specific niche, let's say. And leadership is the ability to influence people to extract the best out of them. Now, there's different layers of leadership. I know a lot of you have probably listened to the 5 levels of leadership from John C. Maxwell. And I know that is a very, very powerful step to understanding the power of leadership and understanding the layers and levels of leadership. And then there's different types of mentorship in which we're going to break down. And I want everyone to understand the differences between the two. And sometimes we confuse them, and I think it's important to know the difference. So leadership, they're skill sets. Those are skill sets in which you can obtain. Those are skill sets in which you can develop. Those are skill sets in which you can start at the basic level and start to get more and more and more advanced as you start to grow influence, as you start to grow an organization in which you can lead. And it doesn't have to be through network marketing. It doesn't have to be through anything. It's in your day-to-day life. It's within your own household. It's within sport. It's within your business. Leadership is so apparent in your day-to-day life. The way that you lead your family, the way that you lead your organizations. Those are different ways that leadership are apparent in your life in every single aspect. Now, mentorship is something that you have to earn. You see, when I got into the industry of entrepreneurship and I started to learn different ways of seeking leadership and seeking mentorship, they were two different things. You see, everyone has the ability to become a leader. Everyone has the ability to obtain the skill sets of becoming a leader. And what happens is usually you're learning from someone that has the results. And you're gaining experience and developing knowledge to where you can start implementing those different types of knowledges and implementing all those different types of skill sets and how you can lead those people. See, the key to leadership is understanding what moves people, understanding what triggers those people, how you can influence them in a positive manner. The most successful leaders in the world are those that understand people. See, everyone is different. Everyone has different personality types. Everyone has different triggers that make them react in a positive manner. The key to leadership is identifying, understanding, and using that to their advantage to help them. You see, what triggers myself and what helps me is different to what helps other people. See, I know some people are influenced based off of, monetary side of things. Some people are influenced off of personal development side of things. And there's this psychology test that I was looking at once, and it's different types of colors. There's personality types in the red category. There's personality types in the blue category. There's a personality type in the green and the yellow. And when I started to study the different types of personality types and started to, piece them and put them into different quadrants, I started to understand how to influence those people based off of their personalities and how I could extract the best out of them. Now, leadership is very powerful, and I believe it's one of the most, if not the highest paying skill set in which you can possess. And I think we have something unique even here at Driven, here at YEP, that you have the ability to learn two of the highest paying skill sets. One is financial literacy and learning how to trade. And the second one is developing your leadership skills to where you can influence people in the right way. Those are two very, very powerful skill sets and high paying skill sets. See, when I was looking at different industries, when I was looking at getting into this, I asked myself this question: what high paying skill sets do I possess? And then I had to figure it out. And then I had to develop those skill sets. And then I had to work on those skill sets. And leadership was so powerful, so apparent in my life. And I didn't realize how powerful it was and how you could influence people in a positive way to help those people get better and better and better and better, so that they could become leaders and break through and also help that next layer, that next level of leadership. And that's what creates successful companies, from businesses in the traditional workspace, from network marketers, from anything, sports teams, even in your own household. And then on the flip side is the mentorship side of things, and how you can then take your business, yourself, to the next level. And I identified this very early within this call. The difference between leadership and mentorship. You see, leadership is a skill set in which you can gain and you can work on. Mentorship is something in which you have to earn through people that have already obtained the results in which you are seeking in that niche. And when I understood that, I wanted that next level, so I can go, whatever I achieved here, I want to achieve up here, we get that confused. See, especially in the industry of helping people and affiliate marketing, people think that mentorship is just given. And it's not. It's earned. And typically, we have to do the groundwork. We have to come in and prove why we're different, why that person is going to take time out of their day to sit here and guide you. See, what mentorship is someone that's obtained the results to where you can then go and implement every single thing in which they've done in their life. everything. I have multiple mentors in different industries, different niches, that I take the pieces out of each and every one of them and I implement into my life so I can go to the next level in multiple different ways. And that's earned. Those are people that give you specific instructions that you just do. You don't question. You get them, you don't question them, you implement them. Why? Because they have the results, they have the backing, they understand what it is, they understand what it took. They have done what you're looking to do. They have done and failed, and they're streamlining the process and also compressing time so that you can do it in a more efficient and a more timely fashion. That's what mentorship does. Mentorship compresses time. What it took them to do in 10 years, they can teach you in 5. What it took them to do in 3 years, they can teach you in 1, because they know exactly what to do, what not to do, and you just have to apply what to do and what not to do. Well, you don't apply what not to do, but you apply what to do, and you walk away from what not to do. And that's what mentorship really is. See, leadership, I can lead people, I can move people, I can help people become their best version and influence people in a positive way. See, both have positive impact, but identifying the difference is golden. And I think sometimes we take it for granted, and we think that we're just going to get mentorship over and over again for free. You see, that level of mentorship and leadership are two different requirements, and also energy in which is passed from the mentor to the mentee. See, when the mentee is ready, the mentor appears, and that person is willing to come in and help you because you've earned it. You stood out from the pack. You're the anomaly. You're the one that did something that everyone else did, which has now put you above everyone, which has put the spotlight on you, and that mentor is going to come into your life and then elevate you to the next level. Those are the differences, and sometimes people confuse them. And I want everyone to understand those things, because sometimes when we look at how the year is, when we look at how we're trying to get to the next level, you know, sometimes we take it for granted. Sometimes we don't understand or appreciate the leadership and the mentorship. There's two different ways in which you can gain mentorship. One is you pay for it, and the second one is you own it. See, the paying side of things, it costs a lot of money. Ask a Tony Robbins to mentor you. Ask him how much it costs. Ask a John C. Maxwell to mentor you. Ask an Ali Madawi to mentor you. Ask a Jimmy Ezel to mentor you. See, these are high-level profile entrepreneurs. These are people, you know, that have done it at a very, very high level. A Kevin Harrington to mentor you. We know that those are expensive, but how you gain that if you don't have the capital is by earning it. You can earn it through different ways of leadership and influence and standing out. See, what we have here is very unique, where you have the ability to gain access to all of it. You have the ability to develop your leadership skills because you have phenomenal leaders and guidance throughout the vehicle, to where you can start developing those layers. You can go from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. If you want a book to you know, that I recommend, the 5 levels of leadership by John C. Maxwell, understanding those, studying those, understanding personality types, understanding how to influence people, understanding how to move people. And then the next level is the mentorship. There's so many people that identified their goals. They did what it took to stand out from everyone, and then the mentor appeared and took them to the next level. The mentor appeared and said, okay, you have done something that most won't do. So now you have earned my time, earned my respect. Let's go and take you to the next level. Let's go and take you to the next level. See, in the skill sets in which we're talking about, we have the ability to learn them even tomorrow. at 9 p.m. Eastern on drivenzoom.com. See, if you're someone that says, I want to learn this different skills of leadership, if you're someone that wants to learn the skill sets of the financial markets and trading, and someone that wants real guidance, mentorship in which you can earn and use and utilize, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, drivenzoom.com, we're going to break down everything and show you exactly how you can implement all these different skill sets, all these different ways in which you can elevate not only financially as an individual, as a leader, and one day as a mentor. So I appreciate you this morning, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on tomorrow night's webinar and tomorrow night's broadcast, and I'll be here next week on Wednesday morning. I hope you have a phenomenal day, and we'll chat to you very soon.